All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Haruchak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who also rule well. Peace and salutation to those of the hopeful elect. I just want to do a quick impromptu lesson. All right. I was, riding around, headed back home, and I came across, a line of cars that are just lying down the street, with their trunks open. Okay, so I keep driving. I'm like, what's this? It's just a bunch of cars lined up with their trunk open and their hazard lights flashing on. Like I'm talking about, like blocks on down. Okay, then I finally get around the corner. All right, and there's a school, and I see a bunch of military guys, rationing out food, man. Are giving out food, okay, as like a food drive. That's what it was, a food drive. But the Spirit hopped on me when I seen that, because this is the future of America, man. All right, the Spirit has been going in on how there's a famine, okay. I believe one of the elder apostles, or Ramlab, if I'm not mistaken, he had just did a lesson going in on how there's going to be a famine, and one of the other brothers have done lessons on it. So this is where America is leading to where America is going to have to completely depend on the government, okay, and the government is going to shut down these police forces, and they're going to roll in the troops, all right, men in uniform. Okay, and you're not going to be able to go to Walmart or in these different stores. You're going to have to go directly to the military, and the military is going to be rationing out food. Okay, but the catch is Esau. You're going to have to meet certain guidelines, okay, in order to get the food, and that's you ultimately receiving the mark of the beast. Okay, and we know Esau. He's rolling it out like you have to have a mandatory, mandatory test, which he's just passing laws on that just recently. Now it's mandatory that you got to get tested. Next is going to be mandatory vaccine, and that's going to lead to the mandatory chipping, all right, of the people, man. All right, but we know that the elect of the nation of Israel is not going to receive that chip. But I want to get some precepts, because this famine, all right, is going to play a huge part in people receiving the chip, because people, like the elder or Ramlab said when he was the elder apostle, when he was doing his lesson, he said that one of the major driving force besides fear is hunger. Okay, and Esau, he's going to use that. But really, when you go deep into it, Yahweh Shema Shai is breaking this place down and putting hell on this place. He's just using Esau to do it. Okay, but this is Ezekiel chapter 14 and 13. Son of man, when the land sinned against me by trespassing grievously, okay, and America has trespassed against Yahweh Shema Shai, man, by allowing all the things that go on in America, man, all the abominations, all the unjustness, okay, and going contrary against the ways of Yahweh Shema Shai, on top of having the Lord's chosen people in captivity, man. So, let me get that quick precept real quick, because America has striven, all right, with the Most High. Let me see. This is Jeremiah 50 and 24. I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken. So the Lord laid a snare for America, man, all right? And ultimately, you Edomites, you so-called white people. But the Lord laid a snare for America, man, all right? This place is about to get caught up in the Lord's judgment, okay? All while these people are so proud. The scriptures say the pride of thine heart have deceived thee, because, the people in America, they believe that this place will never go down, okay? Tell you that in Revelation, the 18th chapter, that they say in their heart, they sit a queen and am no widow and shall see no sorrow. All right, so you're taken in a snare, a trap, okay? It says, I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken. It says, O Babylon, all right? And we're speaking of America. This is the modern day Babylon, okay? It says, and thou was not aware. All right, so the day of the Lord is going to approach these people and hit these people, when they least suspect it. 2 Thessalonians, that day shall come as a thief in the night. I'm going to continue to read. It says, thou art found and also caught because thou hast striven against the Lord. So that was the point right there. America has striven against the Lord through its pride, through allowing, homosexuality, transgenderism, all right, allowing women, wicked women to have liberty, okay, having the nation of Israel in captivity. So the Lord has to destroy America and make this place an example, and the Lord is going to do it systematically, and we're seeing that part of the plagues is a famine, all right, where a lot of people is going to starve to death. So going back to Ezekiel 14:13, Son of man, when the land sinneth against me by trespassing grievously, then will I stretch out my hand upon it. And the Lord is stretching out his hand upon America. All right, that's why America is in the state that it's in, the economic system. That's why people are suffering. That's why more and more people, is out of a job. More and more people is going homeless. More and more people is on drugs. This is the Lord stretching his hand upon this wicked kingdom, man. It says, and I will break the staff of the bread thereof. Okay, that's the key point right there. It says, and I will break the staff of the bread thereof. All right, and that's what you see. That's why the Lord is allowing these different companies to go out of business, like the meat companies, okay, that produce your local, hot dogs and gives you your meat, okay, and your hamburger meat, all right. A lot of those businesses is going out of business, okay, and also a lot of vegetation, all right, is becoming tainted. The Lord's putting like different illnesses on his veggies, okay, and here the place where I live at in California, okay, Central California, they call this place the Salad Bowl because the majority of America, get their food is grown over here by, and harvested mainly by the tribe of Issachar, so-called Mexicans, all right? But they're the tribe of Issachar, all right? But the majority of America, they get their food over in this area, okay? And they also get their veggies imported from other places, but the majority comes right here, But the Lord about to shut that down, okay? When the food trucks stop coming in because a lot of truckers are going on strike, okay, it's just going to continue to get worse, man, and it's going to lead to a famine, man, all right, and pretty soon, all right, you ain't going to have people out there picking vegetables, man, all right, all the crops and all that stuff is going to turn to mush, all right, so I'm going to continue to read. It says, and will send famine upon it. So the Lord is doing these things because the Lord is sending out the spirit of famine. All right? And a lot of people are going to die because of the famine. All right? A lot of elderly people, a lot of little children, infants, babies. The only ones that are going to be protected from these plagues are those that put their trust and faith in Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? Everybody else is going to suffer, man. All right? And 2/3 of Israel and all these other heathens, the main heathen being Esau, they're going to be walking around with a chip just so they can get rations from Esau, man. All right? These troops. All right? And when I drove by, I try to get, some footage the best I could. There was actually a few more troops, like, standing out there. But when I drove by, I guess they was out of the way of the camera. All right, but they was just out there, man. All right, hey, man, get ready to see more and more of that. More and more people lining down the block, and giant crates of food being issued by military personnel, man. All right, so it says, and I will send famine upon it. Yeah, the Lord's going to send famine, and a lot of people are going to trust in the shadow of Egypt. They're going to get a chip. They're going to get vaccinated. All so they can eat. And the food that they about to eat, man, it ain't even finna be that good, man. And then you're going to be destroyed because you received the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast. So I'm going to continue to read. It says, and I will send famine upon it and will cut off man and beast from it. Okay, so I'm going to end it off with Revelations 3:10. All right, because we're approaching the hour of temptation. All right, the day of Jacob's trouble is at hand, and all these different events is going to take place where it's going to be a trial of faith. It's going to be extreme times that we're entering into. All right, and then when Esau makes that chip mandatory, that's when the hour of temptation is going to hit. Okay, because you're going to be tempted to go and stand in line in the food bank. They're going to make sure you're going to be tempted, to not handle things spiritually. All right, because the flesh is going to be suffering. All right, but those that put their trust in and been building up all this time, the elect is going to pass that test, man, because the elect has already been fasting. All right, the elect has already been putting their trust in Yahweh Shema Shai, and the Lord been building them up for that day. So going into Revelations 3:10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, okay, the elect is going to keep the word of Yahweh Shema Shai's patience by continuing to do his will, man. Continuing to have the faith in Yahweh Shema Shai, man, until the end. All right, continuing to lean upon the Lord, continuing to do the things that's pleasant unto him to the best of their abilities, man. All right, and when you go into that word patient, it means suffering. All right, but it's going to come a point in time where the elect is no longer going to be suffering like that, because the Lord is going to, once the elect, pass that test, the Lord is going to make sure the elect get abundance of food. All right, the elect is going to get abundance of food. Isaiah 4:1 and hit. So there's rewards for that, for being righteous, man. All right. So I'm gonna continue to read, because thou hast kept the word of my patience. I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. So the Lord is gonna keep the elect from the hour of temptation, man. All right. And hey, man, these people's gonna be catching pure hell. These people's gonna be dropping dead. All right. But the Lord got his elect, man. Those that are sincerely serving him. It says, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So this is what's coming, man. All right, not only to America, but it's going to hit everywhere. All right, the elect is scattered abroad. Germany, Australia, Trinidad, Southern Americas, Africa. The elect is scattered everywhere, Canada. All right, but the elect, is not going to take it, because the chip is going to be ministered everywhere. All right. So, with that being said, I want to say, call Allah Yahweh Shema Shai, Bashem Hakwadash. Lord's willing, this be edifying. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, teaching who also rule well. Peace and citation to those of the hopeful elect. Shalom and above.